بكم من جديد مع برنامجكم الأسبوعي برنامج رؤيتي. كما عودناكم في كل أسبوع نستضيف لكم خيرة من دولة الإمارات. قصة نجاح أتت من الهند إلى الإمارات منذ 20 عاما. Mr. Justin, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon.
We are so lucky to be here with you in your company. Our team said to you, welcome in our program, and we would like to know about yourself. Who is Mr. Justin when he came to this country at the first time and what he's doing at this point?
I can make it short, the story. I've been here in UAE for the last 20 years. Thanks for His Highness Sheikh Khalifa, the ruler of UAE, and ruler of Dubai, Mohammed bin Rashid, Sheikh Mohammed Rashid. And thanks for all UAE Emiratis. Thanks for everyone.
So you came here before 20 years back, right?
20 years, yes, correct.
Why you choose UAE after you was in India working, then you choose to come here in 2000?
Yeah.
Why?
At the year of 2000, I was trained in commercial diving, basically. Commercial diving industry is booming now in UAE at the time, at the year of 2000. So many of my friends already joined in UAE, and I have the feedback from my friends that they have been doing very well in terms of their income and supporting their families well, and I've noticed them growing up, so I thought I will also join the flock.
2000, when you come to UAE at the first time, how was the feeling when you be between more than 200 different nationalities, not in India, in other place? How was the feel at the first time in UAE?
I can basically say at the year of 2000 itself, this UAE started growing very well compared to other countries.
Booming.
Booming. It was literally booming. And many construction industries also booming up. So I thought it's the right place to start my career, and I was so happy to come to UAE.
You came here as a contract from the company, or you just came to looking for a job?
Basically, I just came for looking a job. Actually,
Wow.
The first day itself, when I joined came to UAE, first day itself, I tried to find a job. And thereafter I was not looking back. There was no U-turn from that point of time.
6 years after that, we choose to open our own company, 2006, right?
Yes, correct.
What the idea of the company that you choose to open here?
Basically, I have two of my colleagues, one Mr. Wilfred and one Mr. Chandran was there. They were very supportive, and I've been spending a lot of time with them together, and we share a lot of ideas together, and later on we concluded that it's good time to start a business together, because we have synchronized, we have a very good coordination with them. So we thought we will start a business together, and still we are like family. All of them together. After these 14 years, we still work together, and some of us will go back to India and take care of their family, and remaining one or two will be here, and the business will keep running. And now I find ourselves, like the partners of the company, the importance of partners of company is doesn't showing much, because the leaders are taking up, our crew is there, we have supporting staff, and they are also supporting us very well.
How many employees we have now in 2021?
Now, as of now, after the pandemic situation, a few of our employees still in India. They are trying to come back with the approvals and all. They are still pending there. But as of now, we have around 35 people working with the 3 Emirates. Some of them in Fujairah. We have some in Dubai, and we have another group in Abu Dhabi as well. So, with these 3 different locations, we are trying to explore.
What's the activity that we can make, or what our company doing? The company name Interdive, right?
Yeah, correct.
What the activity or what kind of service our company give now?
Our company basically into construction job, marine construction job. To be precise, it's commercial diving. Commercial diving in onshore job. Commercial diving, you can say there is it's a too vast subject to deal with, and each company has got their own specifications of works handling. So some of them are doing saturation diving, that's deep diving, oil rigs, and so many things like that. But we are basically concentrated in onshore diving, which is marine construction, artificial islands, jetty constructions, and ship inspections.
And you get us certificates, awards, you take any thanks from any company or from any side, you have ISO, what you have?
We have integrated management certifications from SGS, ISO, the environment for health and safety, everything is there. Apart from that, we have other class certifications as well from Bureau Veritas, NK, Lloyd's, and all these certifications we have.
And your employees, they have this certificate?
Our company is ADCI certified as of now, and we are moving into another certification called IMCA, International Marine Contractors Association. So the process is on, and probably maybe another 3 months we will be certified by IMCA as well. So we can take after this certification, we are planning to take offshore projects as well. 2006 to 2008, it was a booming also in UAE. 2008, 2009, it's a crisis in everywhere in the world. What you was doing at this time? At the beginning, we were just started at that time, 2006, and after completing 2 years approximately, the everywhere recession was coming up, and so many things was happening around. So we were into a sustainable kind of outlook. So we were not having so much of overheads at that time, and we were hiring so many things, and we were not trying to keep everything as on ourselves. So it was so easy for us to continue. So we stopped hiring things, and we just moved on. And the office space was also not very much expensive in terms of value, so we could survive that period. Anyway, it was a critical time for everyone, but we thankfully survived it.
And Corona. What did Corona? Why Corona? What's happened after Corona?
You can see basically, if you compare with other countries, UAE is not much affected with Corona.
Sure.
You can everywhere the sentiment of hope is still there. And the beginning, of course, there was some setbacks. Most of the people were trying to go away from the country, and to India also, most of the people were trying to go. But now the situation is turned around. People have started coming back. They are trying to come back as early as possible to keep their livelihood going.
My vision is an idea coming from the book of Sheikh Muhammad. Sheikh Muhammad, His Highness, was talking about the challenge, and he never mentioned crisis. So the challenge of Corona, it's give you a push to know what's happening in the future, to change the idea, change the way to work, or no? Yeah,
of course. The Corona made us think positively, and it's like an inside-out situation. People were just moving forward only. They were not looking back. They were not trying to look into themselves, what they're capable of doing. So this pandemic made them to feel like looking inside, and they have found their potential more. they come up with a lot of ideas which were dominant inside them, you can say.
Mr. Jestin, the father of, or the brother for more than 35 employees, the father of 2 kids, the husband and the businessman, how you can find the time for this part, Mr. Jestin?
To be frank, when I appear in the project, in the job, I try to put my 100% in it, and I feel I can be 3 or 4 months almost in same stress conditions of the job. After that, I will retire to my home. I will take a break 2-3 months.
Behind every businessman, a woman. So there is 2 women in your life. The one woman, she passed before 10 years, and the other woman now she's in India. Support come from your wife, right?
Yes, correct.
So what you will tell your wife opposite this camera, Mr. Jestin?
My wife was very supportive, and initially we were together here for approximately 10 to 12 years. Yes. She was also working in a firm in Jebel Ali, so it was quite easy for her to manage the kids, and they were very small at that time. So once the kids were grown up, then we thought moving to India for their education and support for the family. So I take often breaks from the work because we have enough team for support from the operations side, and accounts, everyone is supporting us. So there is no need for me to be here always. I get delegate the duties of my things so that they will take care of the moving of the company.
Who's the one who supports you in your life, in the business, after your partner?
In the business, of course, the partners are very supportive, because without them, the Interdive would not have been here, because we all 3 of the partners are equally important to the company.
Expo coming, so it will affect your business?
It will give a positive impact, basically, because a lot of people will come and explore the UAE. So business will boom, a lot of things will happen, and we never know what will be the next project we are into. We already are into now the MR we are taking care of the lake for the cleaning, and we have the appreciation letter from MR also.
You get a project before with in Dira, right?
Yes, Dira, yes, correct.
So this is the biggest project was your company?
It was the biggest project, I can assume, because at that time there were around 40 to 50 divers working at the same project, and it was a long-term project as well, and it continued for almost 2 years. Then the recession starts, then the things were changed, but we have worked on similar projects like the harbor project in Dubai. There was also around 40 divers at that time, but the thing is that it was a short-term project. For example, it's 3 months, 4 months project.
UAE, this peace and safe country, which starts from Sheikh Zayed, is the one who started the first step. Son of Zayed, they make UAE number 1 in the world. Peace and safe, one country, we cannot find it in everywhere, maybe in this countries in the world. So what we have to say for UAE leaders and government for this peace and safe country?
I can say the leaders are awesome, and they are very good in terms of vision, in terms of their leadership and efforts they are taking. It's totally, you cannot imagine such a leadership in the Middle East. You cannot compare the leadership.
Sure. I think it's enough the peace and safe that we never close our door. We never care if our kids walking in the street. It was even if it was 2 or 3 a.m. So from our side also, we will say to you, thank you very much, Mr. Jestin, to be with us in our reportage or our TV interview, and welcome again in our program. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your time and efforts to come to our company and take care of the interview.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.